Hey everyone. Welcome to Nebula Project with all my favorite people in this room who you'll see momentarily. Probably you're just looking at me right now. But we're going to be debuting a brand new set of material, and this is in preparation for a recording session that we're going to do next month in a couple of weeks, where we're going to be recording all of this material. So I'm super excited to share. Some of this we've never performed before, so y'all will be the first ones to hear it. I have the chat pulled up here, so I see Wayne. Thanks so much for joining, Wayne and Carolyn. I see Rodrigo. Man, thanks so much for joining. Kim, man, Don, Dad. So many great people. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna keep monitoring, so as we go, if you have anything to share, any questions about the material, as always, feel free to chime in. And special thanks to everybody in this room for being part of this project. You're gonna hear from them all. I'm so excited to be here with them. And in particular to Mr. Jasper Dutz over there, who's been running all the sound and the video. So huge thanks. Doing double duty, triple because you're playing two different horns and doing video and sound. So in any case, we have a lot of music that we're going to be playing for you all, so I'm not going to talk too much. And we'll see how much we can get to by 9:30 when we need to start tearing down, because they're going to close this place at 10. So we're going to start off with a tune that I've provisionally titled The Village Steps, but until it's published, it could be titled anything. So if you have any great inspiration for the title, let me know. And this one's going to feature me, and it's going to feature alto. It's going to feature Mr. Jasper Dutz over there. So hope you enjoy this one, The Village Steps. And it's also going to feature our drummer, starting off with a drum solo. All right, Village Steps. Hope you enjoy. Ooh, all right, everyone. Oh, man. Thanks so much, Maggie Ann. Good to see you. And thanks, David. It's great to see you, too. And I see some people on the YouTube as well. John Cousin. Oh, my goodness. Good to see you, man. Good to see you, Elmo. Good to see you, Sophia. So glad that you were able to tune in. Thanks so much. Amazing. We're going to keep it going with a long suite. This is 3 pieces in one. And it's called the Thousand Pebbles Suite. It's, I won't tell the whole story here, but it's loosely based on a Yom Kippur tale that I used to hear as a kid. So, hope you enjoy. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm gonna go around and introduce the band now that you've heard from all of in their soloistic capacities as well as ensemble playing. Over there on the sound, Mr. Jasper Dutz, also playing the alto and bass clarinet. Yeah. On the tenor sax, and later you'll hear him on the flute, Mr. Xavier del Castillo. On the trumpet, Mr. Wayne Tucker. On the guitar, Mr. Rafael Rosa. On the bass, Mr. Marty Jaffe. On the drums, Mr. Ben Zweig. Everybody except Xavier was on the previous record. But I think I asked you to do the previous recording session too, and you weren't able to make it. So we're incredibly happy and fortunate that Xavier can join us as well, and I'm beyond overjoyed to be able to share a room with all of these people right now and to share the recording studio in a couple weeks. And this is our way of running through all of this new material, some of which is very ambitious on my end, and I sprung it on all of them, and they took to it just beautifully, as you can hear. So thank you all so much for joining us for this run-through concert, album preview, whatever you want to call it. Maggie Ann says hey to both of you. Thanks so much, Sandra, for joining as well. Thank you. And thanks, Kim and David, for those wonderful words. And to Jason as well on YouTube, thank you so much for joining. Really appreciate you all tuning in. It's so great to have an audience. Even though we can't feel you physically here in the room, we feel your presence, and it's just such a joy. So we're going to continue on with huge welcome and thanks to all the people joining on Jasper's Twitch channel as well. I'm not monitoring the comments of that one, but but hi to all the regulars. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm so glad I could co-opt Jasper's regular streaming time to put him into service here. So thank you all for joining, and I hope you're enjoying. Great. We're going to continue with the only non-original on this album, but it is an arrangement that I did. And this one is a Jobim tune, one of his lesser-known ones called Sabia, or the English title Song of the Sabia. And he did it originally as a beautiful orchestrated slow bossa, but I amped up the energy a tiny bit, and it's going to be as a faho. This was the one you'll hear from Xavier on the flute. And, you'll also hear a solo by Mr. Rafael Rosa at the end. Hope you enjoy. Because I didn't flip the bottom when I put it down. All right. So we're coming up to a piece, another piece that doesn't have a definitive title, but this piece is heavily inspired by the Bulgarian folk music tradition. For those of you who listened to the previous album, you'll know that I recorded a piece of Bulgarian choral music called Ispoved. And I've been listening to that album and to so many other Bulgarian folk groups for so long. And especially over the pandemic, I was learning a song by a great Bulgarian accordionist named Peter Ralchev. So this is a piece that I was kind of inspired to write by all of those listening experiences. And again, if you find a title on this one, it's quite crazy. I hope you enjoy. One, two, three, two, two, three.
The more appropriate.
All right. Thank you so much. Oh, so many new people have tuned in. Gianni, thanks so much for tuning in. Kimberly's on. Thanks so much for tuning in. Remy, thank you so much. Oh, man. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Really, really means so much. Thank you all. Man, I need to respond to all of your comments in due time, but I really appreciate you all being here, and it's so great to play this music. Wonderful. We're going to slow things down and play a ballad. This one's going to feature our wonderful, well, that last one kind of featured Jasper too, playing a bass clarinet part that, yeah. And of course you also heard from Mr. Wayne Tucker and Mr. Rafael Rosa. Woo! So, but this one is going to feature Jasper in a melodic role as well as our bassist Marty. And this is a ballad that I wrote a long time ago and only arranged for the sextet somewhat recently. It's entitled Lillian. Hope you enjoy. And we just play the first 8 bars of the A and then head out.
Right. Gotcha. Right.
We didn't know this all the way through.
I remember. I remember.
Thank you all so much, Lillian. Thank you so much, Elma, for that compliment. And for all of you watching, thank you so much again. We're going to continue on with one more of the hard ones, and we're going to invite the wonderful Mr. Xavier del Castillo back to the stage and play this one that is provisionally titled Catamaran. Oh, Paul, thank you so much. So, as many of you know, because I talk about it all the time, I spent a week of the summer a couple summers ago in Croatia on a kind of self-imposed composer's retreat at my friend's extra apartment in Rijeka. And to get from the islands where we had been performing at the festival before to the main coastline in Rijeka, you take this boat, and there's nothing that glamorous about that particular boat, but I was just imagining this journey, from one place to another, and the kind of just excitement and anticipation that I felt of going there and taking this time to do this composing that I'd want to do forever. So this is a song of anticipation, nautical themed. Hope you enjoy. what I'm talking about. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Wayne. So glad that you're enjoying. That's so killing.
Wayne is Jenny's best friend's boyfriend.
And that is true, but this is a different Wayne.
There's so many Waynes.
Yeah, this is Florida Wayne. So quick before we do this next tune, we should have time for 1.5 more. And but before we do this next tune, I just want to thank one more time all of the musicians here. Incredible Mr. Xavier del Castillo, who just walked up that way. Woo! Mr. Jasper Dutz.
How's it going?
Wayne Tucker on the trumpet. Mr. Rafael Rosa. Yeah, Marty Jaffe. And Mr. Ben Zweig on the drums. And we thank you all on all of the platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, for tuning in. We're going to be doing this last one and maybe a quick encore after that. But this one is one that I actually have a video of us performing online. And I wrote it also in Croatia, and specifically, or the beginning of it in Croatia. I also specifically to feature our wonderful bassist, and in particular his wonderful arco playing with the bow. Yes. And this is inspired by some church bells that I heard in Rijeka, and by a poem by an American poet. The poem is entitled The Bell from Europe. It's by a poet named Weldon Keys. I always wanted to write a song about it, and the poem is about hearing church bells in Europe. And when I had that experience, I thought about that poem, and I thought about this, and I hummed a little melody along with the church bells, which were in this key, and that became the basis of what this piece is. So I hope you enjoy The Bell from Europe. How about it for the great Marty Jaffe on the bass? Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, we're already past time, so I just want to play this melody of this tune with no solos, and we're going to bid you adieu with that. This is my contrafact on one of my favorite standards, Boplicity. It's called Implicit Attitude, and have to thank you all so much one more time. Silas, I saw you came in. You remember Silas from UNC Pembroke? Yeah. So thank you so much for joining, and thank you all for the claps and for the kind words. It's such a pleasure to be able to share this music with all of you. And stay tuned for the recording. We're going to be in the studio in July, second week, and I'm so excited to share the results of that when it's set to be released. So we're just going to play this quick one, and we'll wish you well on your way, and we'll hope to see you again soon. Yeah, thanks so much, everyone. Michelle, thank you so much. Everybody who's joining on all of the platforms, YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch, thank you all. It's been an absolute pleasure. One more time for the band, and we will see you all next time. Hey, that's me. Thank you all so much. And I guess before I go, I should also plug that I'll be doing a little live stream on Monday as well. It won't be quite as spectacular as with all of these amazing musicians, but it will be special because I'll be doing some free improvisation on piano, and there will be a live painter as well. Wonderful artist from Japan named Yoko Sano who will be painting at the same time. So I think it's going to be super fun, and I hope you all can join for that as well on these same channels, except for Twitch. But you can find me on Facebook and YouTube. So take care, everyone. We're going to pack up quickly so we don't get yelled at. It's so much fun. Man, now that I can hear all the music.